As we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On play action, it's Dobbs. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's second down. From the gun to give to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now Montgomery. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 36, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
We got this. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ross on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
What we got? What's here? Check it back.
On second down, Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you,
trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Dobbs to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He's got his man, Boyd. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hey, here we go. Hey, zoom.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now here's Ross. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. first and 10. Downs. Green brings it in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mixon with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
At the Bengals' 29-yard line.
Here goes, son.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike.
Yo, lady.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Downs. Finding Green complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Off the play fake. Dobbs. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Dobbs, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's got it complete to Anderson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off-play action. Dobbs. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 23.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant.
Now a first down carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You better be afraid of me. Check. Lucky. You draw quarters. Clear. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, check. Shoot. 61. Matchbox lights.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On first down, Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.